What's up, guys? Zeenigami here, and let's go through Treasure Map Shanks on the Japanese version One Piece Treasure Cruise. Treasure Map Shanks is here indeed. It says tomorrow, and now it says today. So, Treasure Map Shanks has these bird points. Toucan Sam will get Shanks angry at you, because Toucan Sam is actually Shanks' son. Whenever you land on Toucan Sam, there's not too many of him this time around, not like the Croquembouche points for Big Mom. That's either Toucan yelling at you, or Big Mom yelling at you, whichever one. Shanks appears and Shanks will hunt you down the exact same way Big Mom does. If you keep it, you get 1.5 times points. If you beat Shanks, then you also get 1.5 times all stats. There's also no bonus for landing on it twice. There's like no point. Shanks will go through. There is also a point in the map that is blocked off by rocks. Shanks will go over here and break that rock point before he comes to fight you. So he's going to go over there to the rock point. So we're going to get Mihawk fight before that. Mihawk is one of the better ones to fight on the map, because Mihawk is probably the hardest fight for all the mini bosses early on. So if you have the option and you don't know who to get, I highly recommend fighting the Mihawks. Once again, the teams that I use will be aimed at getting very, very high points, but I won't be using teams that are necessarily free to play. So feel free to swap characters around to make it whatever team you can. So versus Mihawk, we do want to use Legend Blackbeard if you have that available to you. And the reason we want Legend Blackbeard is that a lot of the fodder stages on Mihawk are going to have barriers, so Blackbeard will make that a lot easier. I'm using a Blackbeard Big Mom team. Blackbeard Big Mom. And don't forget, if you're running this right now on the Japanese version, we just got finished using the anniversary ship. So don't forget the anniversary ship is now useless. To get rid of that and go back to your old regular ships that you used to use. So on this stage, we're going to have a lot of barriers. Also, I don't have cooldown reduction. If you're using a Big Mom, you actually can go ahead and let Big Mom... it doesn't matter if you let Big Mom enrage, because he is going to preemptively despair us for 4 turns. So we're going to lose all that extra health that we have, and we're going to lose... Big Mom is going to unenrage. She's going to just go back to normal Big Mom. So you don't have to worry about feeding her in order to actually use her special. Despair will get rid of that enrage, and she'll go back to her normal mode. The rest of our team down here is mostly to satisfy Blackbeard. Akainu can be replaced by whoever. He is a good affinity booster, so Big Mom gives you a type boost and an orb boost. And Akainu gives you an infinity boost. Cracker down here, not really using him. Kizaru, not really using him. And Mihawk is nice, because Mihawk is going to revive, so we can use Mihawk to kill Mihawk after revive. Turn 1, he's going to rewind all your specials. So if you have someone who resists special rewind, such as Paros, that's nice, but you're going to want to bring a Despair Remover if you have Paros. And he's also going to cut your health by 50%. So not only is he going to despair you and make you lose a lot of health, he's going to cut your health by 50%. Yep, you do that, Big Mom. Alright, we get to Mihawk. Mihawk despairs us, rewind specials, cuts our health by 50%. He has about 700,000 hit points. He's going to attack us for about 4,000. Of course, that goes up as you go up in ranking. This is why Mihawk is one of the harder fights, cutting our health like that. As he gets higher, you might not be able to take this, especially if you're using Blackbeard, since you can't use damage reducers. We are going to use Big Mom special. Gives us the type boost and orb boost. And Akainu for an affinity boost. Also red orbs on both of those. Whoops, he's dead. Well, since he died, that makes this part a little awkward. Ideally, you actually attack him there. But now I don't get to use my Mihawk to kill him after revive. It's okay, he's not going to hit harder below 25%. So I guess we'll punch him a bit. And then we'll just kill him the next turn. If you actually attack him there and kill him, you use Int Mihawk to kill him after revive. But it's only a 1 turn of resilience. He doesn't attack harder below any percentage, so you can get him to 1 hit point and just kill him the second turn if you have enough health to take that hit. Since Shanks breaks that rock point, then you can actually go to the good route that has the rainbow chest and also stamina refill. You kind of want to go that way. Also gets you another mini boss, so that's nice. Shanks will fight you. When you fight Shanks, he is going to be one of the harder fights as well, but he does give you 1.5 times all stats if you beat him. You can always say no. It's okay to say no to Shanks. You just don't get the stats. Highly recommend you do the Shanks fight, because Shanks fight also does not disqualify whichever characters you use on Shanks for your other teams. So you want to have your 1 through 5 teams, for one for each mini boss, and then one for the boss, and then you can have a team for Shanks. And whatever you use on Shanks, you can actually reuse on all teams. So I'm using 5+ Higuma on both of these teams because I want those extra points. So Higuma gives me more points, and I can use Higuma and all these characters once again. Like I just used Int Mihawk and Akainu. We're gonna use them again right here. Shanks is Dex. He starts off at 1.4 million hit points and attacks every turn for 7,000 damage. Even though the other fights on the map don't go up with your treasure map levels, Shanks will go up with treasure map levels, so make sure you're ready for him to get harder and harder, even though you are fighting him in the early stages. He's going to preemptively rewind your captains. He's going to paralyze all your characters for 3 turns. And on turn 2, he's going to make your red, green, blue, and tandem orbs count as value matching for 6 turns. So the idea here is that we're going to pass 1 turn on Shanks. Then we're going to use Akainu and Cracker in order to give us an attack orb and affinity boost. If you don't have Cracker, you can replace Cracker. And you can replace Cracker, Akainu, even Mihawk here with anyone who gives you attack boosts and orb boosts. Oh, are you going to give me no healing? Of course you're going to give me no healing. I didn't want to heal anyways. Healing is for losers. Don't forget these guys give no healing. It's alright, we don't need it anyways. Alright, Shanks. 1.4 million hit points, attacks are 7,000. Those do go up. We don't need Higuma's captain ability. We're going to pass 1 turn. We're just going to let him punch us. Turn 2, we're going to use my pudding. No, not pudding. Smoothie. I'm gonna use Smoothie. Gonna move some orbs around. Doesn't matter what I have here. I just want to get rid of this orb. Akainu gives us all matching orbs on our red characters who we care about. Then Cracker for the type boost and orb boost because we have a red, green, or blue captain. And then we attack, kill Shanks. This team will last at least until 3 million points for this team, for Shanks. Maybe 3.5 million hit points. This team will last me a while. And eventually, as things get harder, I'll swap out to better captains. After Shanks dies, he revives to 25% health. And he also has 5 turns of resilience. If you have a Higuma friend captain, that will help you get rid of resilience and the enrage. But we have Int Mihawk, so we're just going to use Int Mihawk to kill him after revive. Since we killed Shanks, he gives us 1.5 times to all stats, makes the rest of the stage very, very nice, and we also have the bird boost for 1.5 times points. So if you can, always try to hit the Shanks. It's only good stuff. Also gives you a ton of limit break points. There's 150,000 limit break points for all my characters that I use on him. So don't forget also, once you max out your treasure map, if you get Shanks, use a bunch of characters that haven't maxed out the limit breaks. That way you can get a lot of free proficiency points on them. Thanks, Shanks. Next we have Yasopp. Yep. Points. Yasopp is strength. Yasopp is going to lower your attack for 3 turns. He's going to paralyze you for 3 turns, and he's going to give you all empty orbs. A little annoying, especially since there's not really great attack down removers on this treasure map. So instead of waiting out for the 3 turns to actually attack him, we're going to be using a Shiki friend captain. You're going to use a striker team so that we can use a striker bike. You can also use maybe a Shiki, your own driven Shiki, Raid Boss Shiki as a captain. Because Raid Boss Shiki does give you extra health, and that is nice. But using a striker team, we get to use Aokiji Bite, gives us more hit points. So on this team, I'll have Normally 35,000 points. With the extra stats, I guess, what, 50,000 points? 53,000 points. And that'll let us kill. You can use other specials that don't attack, like Enel, but we're going to be using Enel on the final stage, so we don't want to waste Enel here. I'd rather use Shiki here. So really the only special I need is Shiki specials, which we shouldn't have to stall much for. Turning me on 3. Yeah, I shouldn't have to stall for Shiki special. Don't forget that Shiki requires you to attack in a certain order to get the larger attack boost, which I always completely forget about. It is green, then purple, then blue. This is early map stage, and it's nothing difficult here. 5. Yeah, we don't have to stall at all for Shiki special. Not with what cooldown we have. Below 50%, Yasopp will attack for twice his attack damage. Really not threatening. He only has 600,000 hit points. He attacks for 4,500, level 1. There you go, attack down for 3 turns, paralyze for 3 turns, and all empty orbs. But we just use Shiki special, which for now is 1.5 million damage. And then we can put in some more damaging specials or change some stuff up whenever we actually have Yasopp to the point of survival. This will work for now. The thing about Treasure Map is always using the most points boosters you can on a team and not switching out until you have to. Against Lucky Roo. Lucky Roo is a bit annoying if you're not planning on killing him with special attacks. We are going to use a double Treasure Map Enel team. With double Treasure Map Enel, you're actually going to be slightly off on your special abilities if you don't use a cooldown reducer. And what I mean by that is double Enel will basically automatically kill every single stage on the first 6 stages, which means that if you use him as your captain, he is not quite going to be ready whenever you get into the boss fight. If you have Enel as a sub, don't forget that Enel's sailor ability lets you rewinds his special whenever you use any other special. So that means you can always use Enel to, or use other specials to get Enel's special ready faster. But it doesn't work while he's a captain, so we don't get to use our specials to rewind his special as a captain. The reason Lucky Roo is annoying is that he has 500,000 hit points. He attacks every 2 turns for 600,000. He preemptively boosts his defense by 300 times for 2 turns. Now we also have Inuyasha as a sub. Inuyasha will also get rid of that defense boost. But Enel special deals fixed damage. So Enel special will actually go through that defense boost, even if we didn't have our Inuyasha here. The rest of our subs, you can use whoever. Jack is also very nice because Lucky Roo is going to summon more subs every other turn. So on turn 1, every other turn, he's going to summon more characters until he has 5 characters around him. So Lucky Roo's got these guys behind him. We're not quite ready with our Enel special. We can use Inuyasha special to get rid of that defense boost, which does mean that our Enel special will kill the guys in the back row. Otherwise, the guys in the back row would survive, which can be annoying. But then we kill them on turn 2 with Enel special. Piece of cake. Thanks, Treasure Map Enel. Whenever they survive 1 Enel, you can use 2 Enels. And if they survive both Enels, just put Enel as a sub so you can use your Enel, friend Enel, a few other specials, and then your Enel once again. That way you get 3 Enel specials in a single turn. You shouldn't have any problems with Lucky Roo, even for a very, 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 very long time. And the last of the mini boss stages is Ace. Ace is blue. He's going to get percent damage barrier. You can use raid boss Zoro to get past that barrier. We're going to be using Kuma. I think this is Coliseum Kuma. And we're going to use a friend, Whitebeard Marco. So friend Whitebeard Marco. Remember that Whitebeard Marco does boost all characters, not just purple and side characters. And we're going to use our Fujitora captain just because we have a bunch of powerhouses ready to go. But you can use whoever else. Either bring you really just want to either bring Zoro or Kuma, both of which are points boosted and also get rid of that percent damage barrier. The rest of the characters don't matter too much. We're gonna use Kuma even though he's not boosted by Fuji. Sanji, who's not boosted, not largely boosted by Whitebeard Marco, but still gives us a powerhouse type boost. Rob Lucci isn't gonna do anything for us. Daifuku is going to give us a... Daifuku also doesn't do anything, but he does also give us percent damage reduction. So just 2% damage reducers here, even though we don't need it. Problem with Daifuku is that Daifuku only reduces percent damage by 2 turns when we're going to have 3 turns of percent damage reduction. Ace has 680,000 hit points. He attacks every turn for 4,000 damage. He has delay prevention and toxic prevention, and will also preemptively make red, green, blue, and tandem orbs count as badly matching for 99 turns. Yeah, you guys do your thing. Bind somebody. Oh no, you can't bind them. Below 20%, Ace is going to attack you for 2 times his attack and also burn you. If you don't know what burn is, it's a new type of debuff that will deal damage to you every time you hit a perfect. So every time you hit a perfect, you will take damage. For this one, it's 3,000 damage, but really you shouldn't leave him alive for 20%. Percent damage reduction. Oh no! And get rid of percent damage reduction. Give us a type boost. Give us an orb boost. Give us all matching orbs. Oh yeah. Oh, there we go. Here's all matching orbs. And Rob Lucci actually will kill him right now since he doesn't have that much health. But you could still attack after this and absolutely destroy him. Very, very, very easy team. Doesn't stand a chance. But if somehow he does stand a chance, you still have your regular attacks. And then finally, we have Ben Beckman. Ben Beckman is our final boss for Treasure Map Shanks, just like Sanji was the final boss for Big Mom. Ben Beckman is going to have a mini-boss stage, of course, which is, once again, harder than the final stage. I'm going to be using my 6+ Enel really as my key way of killing Ben Beckman. You can use a friend 6+ Enel. I'm also going to swap this team because I want to use Kotozone Captain. I want to use Kotozone Captain with a 5+ Higuma friend captain. Do I have 5+ Higuma friends? Yeah, I do. Even if I don't have Higuma friends, I'll swap over, get Higuma, come back. So this will be my team. Double Higumas for more points. Basically just putting a lot of points boosters on this team. And 6+ Enel to do all the heavy work. Once again, and when you're getting, if you don't have an Enel of your own, you can use a friend 6+ Enel. Fewer points than using a friend Higuma, but at least it'll get the job done. Kotozone also means that I get to overheal by a ton, which is really all we want to do. Overheal, overheal, overheal. We don't need to overheal that much yet, since Enel does a lot of damage even without too much overheal. But depending on how much you need to do, that's how much you need to stall before you get into the final stage. The reason Ben Beckman on stage 6 is so annoying is that he will preemptively silence your bottom 2 rows for 3 turns. He's also going to lower your attack for 4 turns and deal 4,000 damage at the end of each turn for 99 turns. So it's a bunch of really annoying stuff that you're just gonna have to deal with. But with a Kotozone Captain, if you're using a Kotozone, you get to heal a ton just by hitting a bunch of goods. Don't have to worry about any other damage. Just heal a bunch of goods. Oh no, I'm silenced. It's okay. My specials aren't ready yet. We'll be able to kill Beckman just with our regular attacks. No danger of dying, since we get a heal for buttloads of health. More than he's ever going to deal to us. Oh no! Wow, damage. I should probably hit some perfects. If you're actually paying attention, you want to try to kill him whenever your silence goes off. Well, as soon as you lose your silence, that's the ideal time to kill. I should have done more damage on the first turn so we can actually kill him on this turn right here. The rest of our characters are worthless. We only need 2 specials here, Enel and Corazon special. We don't get to use Smoothie special on the final stage. In fact, Smoothie just slows us down, so I don't know why I did this. Yeah, We can't use Smoothie special on the final stage because on the final stage, Beckman is going to have a special interrupt where if you manipulate your orbs, he will blank all your orbs. So don't use an orb manipulating special on the final stage here. Final stage, 1.1 million hit points to start. Attacks for 4,600 damage to start. Corazon removes our paralysis, also gives us a ton of overheal. Don't forget that Corazon's overheal is boosted by stats boost, so I healed for 100,000 there. My Enel special is fully charged, so Enel will do 5 million damage and way super easy kill him. If Beckman is below 50% health, he will despair your captains for 7 turns and enrage. Below 20% health, he'll attack for 50,000 damage. So don't forget, as a preemptive, he paralyzes 3 turns, prevents debuffs to himself, lowers your chain by 6 turns, and gives you all badly matching orbs. So, how good is Treasure Map Shanks? Treasure Map Shanks is pretty freaking good. You remember that one raid boss, Sabo, that no one has ever used in their life, raid boss Sabo? Treasure Map Shanks is like a better raid boss Sabo in like every way. Treasure Map Shanks is a Dex Free Spirit Cerebral character. He's got a captain ability that will boost the attack of Cerebral and Free Spirit characters by 3 times if he's at full health, 2.5 times otherwise, and heals 1.75 times his recovery at the end of each turn, and boosts the chance of getting matching orbs for Cerebral and Free Spirit characters. And that 1.75 times recovery means you do want to give your Shanks recovery cotton candies, so give recovery cotton candies to Shanks. Shanks also has a Sailor abilities, makes Dex beneficial for all characters. Amazing Dex beneficial for all characters as a Sailor ability, and also makes Strength Orbs beneficial for himself. His 2 Limit Break abilities are Critical Hit. He gets up to 8% chance of crit hitting for, 7% chance of crit hitting for an additional 8% damage. And he also gets to use his special twice in a single turn the first time you use his special. And what is his special ability? Like I said, he's better raid boss Sabo. Shanks' special ability is an 8-turn cooldown. This one. 8-turn cooldown that, no, this one? No. Oh, no, this is Sailor abilities. Here we go. 8-turn cooldown that reduces enemy barrier duration by 1 turn, reduces burn duration by 1 turn, boosts chance of getting matching orbs for 1 turn, shuffles all your orbs, including block orbs, so he gives you higher matching orb rate and then shuffles. He also gives you 60 times his attack as typeless damage for 1 turn. So that's the Sabo boosting damage, but on an 8-turn cooldown. Very short cooldown that also gives you matching orbs, shuffles your orbs, and reduces barrier duration and reduces burn duration. So he's literally better than raid boss Sabo in every way, unless the enemies have like a special interrupt on orb shuffle or something like that, which is the only time that you're really not using Shanks. So Shanks is bad if the enemy has a special interrupt on shuffle. Otherwise, very good special on an incredibly short 8-turn cooldown. 5 sockets. You also get to use that special twice in the same turn the first time you use it. So if they have a 2-turn barrier, you still get to get rid of a 2-turn barrier with 1 Shanks. So you have a friend Shanks. There's 4 turns of barrier reduction. 2 for your Shanks, 2 for your friend Shanks. Unfortunately, the other buffs won't stack, so you don't get to get like 4 turns of matching orbs or 4 turns of Sabo damage. You just get that 1 turn, but you do get to reduce burn and barrier durations by multiple times by using Shanks multiple times on the same turn. So there are some new things also with Treasure Map Shanks. For one, there's this button right here with the Mary. This is basically, it's called auto battle mode, auto play mode. It's really, I'm going to go to sleep. It's for like AFK mode. What this means is that you will convert your stamina into points, but it doesn't give you drops. It's not like your characters are actually going through islands. It just means, hey, I'm going to go to sleep for like X hours. Here's telling me my stamina is going to take 3 hours and 57 minutes to use up. And it's going to use up all my stamina, and then we'll let my stamina refill. That's what this is. It lets you sleep on the time, and it just converts your stamina into points while you're not there. So this is like, hey, I'm going to go to sleep for the night. I'm going to go to school. I'm going to be at work, stuff like that. Times that you wouldn't normally be able to play Treasure Map. So it gives you a few extra points. If you're at full 200 stamina on New World, you get 80,000 points. I believe Grand Line gets 75,000 points. So it's really not much. It's like 8,000 points per hour of AFK time. And it's just for, I'm not going to be able to play, and I want some extra points. So since I can't use up my stamina, let's set myself to use up all that stamina and then get some more points while I'm gone. That's what this button is for. There's also the blue ticket shop. So the blue ticket shop, the way this works is that bosses give you about if you get a ticket drop from the boss, it's like 150 tickets. You can use these tickets to select individual characters. Like you see, I have almost 1,000 points here, which means I can buy some stuff. Like I can buy it by batches of 50. I can buy it by batches of single. Buy these in batches of 1 or 10. And so for my Mihawk, who I am just barely off of finishing, I need 20 jewels, 41 medium, and 19 small. So let me go here, 19 small, 20 jewels. I can't remember the middle one. So click on the right button, select Mihawk. There's also things you can buy potions from here. You can buy potions, large ones for 1,000 each, 41 medium, and 20 jewels. You can also buy regular jewels. You can buy regular break materials. So this is a really, really nice change. You can also buy tablets. A really, really nice change to how Treasure Map works. You don't get duplicate old characters. You now get these points. You can buy stuff in the shop. Now, the most expensive thing to buy are copies of the character themselves. You can see here, Mihawk gets 1,000 points each, whereas like 50 jewels is 1,000 also. So I can buy 20 of these. Batch of 10, a batch of 10, Mihawk, max. Yes, I can finally use Mihawk captains. There we go. So it's a way to like actually get loot breaks on characters. And also, don't forget, you have your free pulls. Let's see what our free pulls are. 2 free pulls right now, 2 legends. Oh, I also have to feed copies of Mihawk. Legend. No, it's a gold for a silver ticket. Sanji. Alright, whatever. It's better than a silver, I guess. Version 2 Akainu. Ah, it's a silver. Oh well. Naked like the day I was born. Anyways, so those are the 2 new things for Treasure Map. The autoplay mode and also the blue ticket shop. I've been Zeenigami, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Max out my Mihawk. Finally rainbow back to my Mihawk. Y'all stay beautiful.